Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Isabel. I'm an author, speaker, blogger, and I love to share spiritual teachings with a touch of color. Today, a follow-up video on my last video about the Ascension journey and how it relates to finances, the financial tests we all go through on the Ascension journey to test our faith. We are being tested on the Ascension journey to see if we will have complete faith in the divine, that we will be supported by a force greater than ourselves on our journey. There's an interesting book that I read by Yogananda, famous teacher, spiritual teacher, and in his book, The Autobiography of a Yogi, he recounts a story where his brother, he was in India, and in the story, his brother didn't have any faith. He didn't understand his brother's spiritual journey. So Yogananda told him, I'm going to go to this town in India with no money. You're going to drop me off at the train station. I will travel to this town and I will come back. I will stay overnight and I'm going with zero in my pockets. And I will show you that God really exists. The divine is always there. So the brother said, okay, fine. He dropped him off at the train station, and Yogananda recounts in this wonderful book the story where he was able to take the train. Someone paid for his ticket. Once he got there, he was invited to a lavish dinner at a beautiful home, a lavish meal. He even found money on the ground so he could come back and have extra pocket change in his pockets. So when his brother came back, or when he came back home, he showed his brother the money he had in his pockets, and he says, now, do you still doubt in the divine? The reason I am speaking about this is I have gone through, since my spiritual awakening and my ascension journey, many financial tests. The reason is very clear. The divine wants me to release all financial blockages, all fears of lack, and to trust unconditionally in the source of love that exists around me. Another example is last fall, I felt called to travel somewhere in my country, in Canada. God's Spirit wanted me to go to another province, which I did. And the money, first of all, I got a ridiculous price on my train ticket. It was almost given to me for free, just like in the Yogananda story. Once I got there, I got a rebate by the hotel because there was a glitch, and it ended up being that the hotel gave me money and I had extra money to spend on a beautiful meal in a wonderful restaurant. I was laughing because that's how the divine operates. You go first, and then the universe, God, comes in and reimburses you afterwards. But it tests. The universe tests our trust. We need to go first, and then the universe compensates, reimburses us. So if you feel called to start a business, to travel somewhere, to do God's work, you go first. And the confirmation that you're going to the right place, you're talking to the right people, you're doing God's work, is that the money is going to come right back into your bank account, or the hotel will give you a massive discount, your plane ticket will be free. All this stuff will happen when you're doing the work for God. So it's actually fun. It's like surfing with the universe. When you start getting the hang of this, you release your financial fears, you flow with the universe. It's like surfing with God, and you get gifts, you get rewards. It's like frequent flyer miles given to you by the divine. It's a lot of fun, actually, but I know it can be scary. And each level up that we go through, we're being tested even more. Are you going to buy that plane ticket even if you have little dollars left in your bank account? Are you going to trust the divine if God is asking you to launch something, to do something, to invest in something? For another example is last year I participated in a 4-day seminar with Anthony Robbins. I am a big fan of Tony Robbins, and it was meant to help me get to the next level in my business, to have more self-confidence, and to really build momentum in my life. So I got so many signs that I had to sign up for this that I did, and the money came right back into my bank account shortly thereafter. So if you feel called to sign up for a seminar, to invest in yourself, to take a course to become a Reiki master, to become a vegan chef, to launch a business, to travel somewhere, to do anything, to write a book, all the money that you're going to spend to invest in whatever course it is going to come back to you because you're doing God's work. It involves blind faith, and that's what we're being tested about. That's one of the final exams. I know for me, that's one of the final exams before we ascend, is having blind faith in God. All the money that I spend is coming back to me multiplied. It's coming back to me in all these incredible sources, and I'm doing God's work, so I will be compensated. And not only that, I will be rewarded, because if you follow the call of Spirit, the Spirit guides are very comical, actually. They're very funny. They have a great sense of humor. And they will throw in a little bonus so you can get yourself a beautiful meal, a nice pedicure, manicure, or get yourself a new pair of shoes, whatever, you know. Those of us who've been on this spiritual awakening journey have gone through some tough times. So it's a reward. It's a reward for doing God's work, for becoming modest within yourself, outside of yourself, being content with what you have in order to get more. So essentially, how to navigate these financial tests is never worry, never worry. Believe you're being supported. Stop checking your bank account every 5 minutes. It creates more resistance, more blockages. Just know that there's a flow, an inflow. Tell yourself every time you go to the grocery store, the drugstore, any kind of store, every dollar I just spent is coming right back to me. I'm in full confidence. And if you are being called by God to travel, to go somewhere, to do God's work, do it with full confidence and expect a surprise. Expect a gift by the divine, because God wants to reward you for the work you're doing. No matter what it is, you go first and the universe comes in second. It's a test. Do you have confidence or not? Do you have full faith in the divine or not? That's why they want us to go first. And when you do, you get that reward. So those are my suggestions for you, some tips to help you relax, to know that it's absolutely normal, and to never worry about your rent, paying your rent, your mortgage, your food, because God does not want us to suffer. But God wants us to learn how to listen to our intuition. So you might be in a phase of your awakening journey where you don't know where the money's going to come from to pay your rent. Just know that by listening to your intuition, okay, I'm going to call so-and-so, or maybe I'm going to sell that piece of junk I have in my garage or in my attic, a piece of clothing, a handbag I haven't worn in 5 years. I'm just going to sell that on eBay or on Marketplace, and that's going to pay for half my rent. Think, listen. Know that you are supported by a source far greater than yourself. And as you move forward on your journey, you're being tested. Are you going to listen to your intuition? Are you going to go and do God's work? Are you going to invest in yourself, in your business, and your spiritual path? And if so, the rewards will come in and you will never, ever have to worry. We are in the final stages of these tests, my friends, so stay strong. Those who are part of my collective, I see you, I support you. We are in the final stages of this testing period, and just know that now It's time to have fun with it. Okay, God wants me to go to this meeting. Wow, this is great. I wonder what kind of surprise is awaiting me there. That's how I invite you to look at this. No matter where you are on your spiritual journey, know that I'm there with you. I support you. I feel you. And there is never, ever, ever a reason to fear. And the last thing is to never ever spend your whole day checking your bank account. That's the worst thing you can do. Shut your computer, as my friend John Coble always says. Go for a walk. Go jump on a trampoline. Go get some ice cream with a friend and relax. Relax. The amount you need is going to come to you by unexpected sources. Use affirmations. Use writing, scripting, and belief. Build your trust, build those muscles, and the money will come. That's what I've got for you today. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Until next time for another video. Bye for now.